Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let me just check something just really quick. I forgot to check before I press the start button again here really quick, but I don't want to edit this out. I just want to check. Okay, we're good. Just checking my space here real quick. Make sure we don't run out of space. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is... let's see. We have Nurgle on him. Okay, we need Nurgle on... He's about to run out of Nurgle. Karaberg is... It has gates? Seriously?
This boy has come. You dare?
Alright. Well, we'll let Kholek take it then. Okay, so let me walk over here to him.
My destiny lies this way. Give me lightning.
We'll pop in here with him. So I think the strategy is to send Archaon by himself down south to take care of business, and we'll have the other guys run after Bretonnia. We'll kind of feel it out from there.
You dare? This world! Fulfill the pact!
Alright. Let's do it. So special thanks to Hudson for sponsoring this campaign. As always, I really appreciate it. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Happy to help you out with that. Right now, it's just $30 for 15 episodes, or if you become a channel member by hitting that join button, then it's $5 off, so just $25 if you want to see 15 episodes. If you want something longer or something special with like different mods or just a different style of campaign, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com and just let me know what you think. We could probably work something out. And remember to keep watching the campaign. As I said before, you know, we're starting to get pretty deep in here. And I'll be, you know, checking out the viewership numbers, seeing if we can sustain some of these longer form campaigns. I know that, you know, like I said at the end of the last episode, a lot of the really super hardcore fans of the channel are going to love it. But, you know, if we drop down to like 30 viewers for the last 75 episodes or something, it's hard to justify that, you know. Because we could have been doing fresh campaigns that, you know, more people would have wanted to watch. So it's always tough, you know, when you're running a channel to try to please all of the different types of viewers that enjoy your channel. You know, you've got the first time people, and believe it or not, like I think at least like half of the people that watch stuff on the channel are actually first timers, or they at least are not subscribed. So be sure you subscribe if that's you. But
Do not meddle in my destiny.
you know, that's just always a dynamic that's tough when you are a when you're a content creator, to just sort of find that happy medium wherever possible to appease people that,
Chaos Sorcerer.
you know, may not know much about the channel and might want the fresher campaigns, and also kind of the really, you know, long-term people, or even just the people that really love Chaos versus the people that don't really like Chaos that much. I mean, maybe they want to see me do more, I don't know, Empire or something, you know. And that's another benefit of doing something like 15 episodes, you know, into a campaign, is I get to constantly switch it. Because remember, it's a matter of time. Like, I can't just conjure up episodes, right? Like, each one's going to take... am I not getting Archaon? Are y'all kidding me?
Yes. Charge them.
I'm not getting Archaon. Okay, well, this is going to be really interesting then.
For the Chaos Gods.
Because I have more than 40 units, I think. Wait. Or am I just... No, I do get Archaon. Okay. I'm just blind. Alright.
The storm rages.
Okay.
Bring their heads. Bastards, witness me. Archaon. The winds are all mine to command.
That it's just tough because everybody wants me to do all kinds of different campaigns the entire time, you know. It's the same, you know, running the same thing with League of Legends. It's pretty much any game. Like, everybody, you know, wants that tailored experience, right? They want something where it just feels like I'm giving them exactly what they want. You know what I mean? And I try to do that, but when you're, you know, targeting an audience. We have like we're approaching like 27,000 people on the channel. It's just like you can't give everybody what they want all the time. You know what I mean? And it's easy to lose sight of that because when you're watching it, it's just like, hey, it's just me. You know, it just feels like it's just you at home personally. It feels personal, right? You're just sitting there watching. You know, you're enjoying the content. You're like, hey, it's cool. You know, why can't he do exactly what I wanted to do? It's like I would love to, but I have to think about the other 27,000 people that are also trying to have that personal experience, you know what I mean? So.
You think I am not versed in the arcane? Huh? All will be destroyed. See the blood.
Just drop it. Just abandon it and run over here. This thing just feels so worthless a lot of times in sieges because it just can't attack enough and it just gets focused out by these towers so hard.
Tremble, mortal! Running! My God's core! Time broke short! Sword and spell! Sword and spell!
Stop firing at me. Hopefully I don't get rounded off.
Chaos is magic! Moving! Zitch's boom! Deliver slaughter! Bring corruption! Give us ruin! Exalted hero!
So yeah, so the way that I kind of figure out what people want is I just look at the viewership, you know, for the most part. And there are some exceptions to that, right? So I'm making an exception for this campaign where it's like, okay, if someone's donating a lot of money, you know, that helps support everyone else on the channel that's watching, right? That allows me to spend $100 a week doing content, Warhammer content for the channel.
Slaneshes perverse glory! Masters, witness me!
Let's get in here and go. I'm gonna light these dudes up. Tie these things up here.
Deliver slaughter, undivided! Exalted hero!
So they are kind of, they're spread out a little bit more in this episode, this fight. Alright.
The rings are mine! Reap their souls! Come!
Sigvald the Magnificent!
No, I won't fail! Kill, maim, burn! But this is our time! For the Chaos Gods! For the Chaos Gods! Chaos, the only master! The rings are mine!
Where's that other name?
At your command! To greatness!
I think we're just gonna kill him.
Chaos time! Siege's many glories! Tremble, mortals! Destiny now mine! Take carnage! Those for my masters! Your will! This is foolish! Now! Mortal fool! I am exalted! Arcane torment awaits! Undivided!
What are they firing at? Oh, those are my towers now firing on.
Kill the Salonus! I strike you down!
Deliver slaughter! Chaos come!
Slay every mortal!
But yeah, it's the same thing in League of Legends. You know, and pretty much any content creator creating any kind of content, you're just gonna get these audiences that just want like everything. And that, you know, that's fine. Like, you know, I have special stuff I want to see when I'm tuning in. I'm like, hey man, I hope they're doing this kind of content today. You know. And there's a lot of content out there that is not like geared towards me, and that's okay. Yeah, it's like, you know, in League of Legends, people are just like, hey, play this champion, play that champion. I don't like it when you play this champion, or, you know, I'm like, well,
All will be just
and it's a tough balancing act.
they will cower. Archaon!
Jesus, this is almost tougher than Altdorf.
The gods will it!
Bring carnage!
This town feels bigger than Altdorf. What is this town? This is like a secondary town.
Now! Not Sanashira! All the Chaos Gods!
But that's just the nature of dealing with large crowds. I mean, it's the same with anybody. You know, whether in politics or sales or, you know, anything that you're doing, as the number goes up and up and up, you just can't give everybody that personalized experience, although that's what most people expect, you know? And I know, like, I worked in a restaurant for 8 years at a Bonefish Grill, and, you know, I did the best that I can to help out people, but I just remember thinking things like, you know, some of that stuff is outside of my control, and sometimes the restaurant just can't please everybody at all times, you know? It's like, all right, so, for instance, if a waiter screws up an order, I virtually never did this because I wrote down everything. I really don't like it when waiters don't write things down. I know some people sit there and they think it's cool to sit there and try to memorize, like, large orders, but you're just much more likely to make mistakes if that happens. So I just wrote everything down. But anyways, like, let's say a waiter screws up an order and then all of a sudden you have to, like, fast track this food because it's going to be 10 minutes late for those guests. Well, doing that puts everyone else a little bit behind. And if that happens a lot, then, you know, all of the food could be a little bit behind, right? Or maybe, you know, some people have reservations and don't cancel them, and then you have empty seats in the diner, and it's not the restaurant's fault that people, like, no call, no show, but, you know, it makes the wait longer for people. So maybe if people had actually, like, communicated a little bit better with the host staff, then the wait would have been 15 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Or you've got the two old grandmas sitting there for like 3 hours just drinking coffee or something in a booth, completely oblivious that it's rush hour. And, you know, there's like an hour and a half wait of people with like little kids and stuff. I don't know. So like some of this stuff, some of it is within the restaurant's control and the content creator's control and anything else. But some of it is not. It's just, it's really tough. There's just so many factors that go into everything. Okay, I think we said we needed Nurgle, right? Or did we get Nurgle or I think we need corn. You can't really go wrong with corn. Alright, let's go with corn. So anyways, that's my long-winded like way of explaining that I try to please everyone as much as I can, but you know, I just get requests like every day for just pretty much every faction. Like, hey, when's the next time you're gonna do a Dark Elf? Hey, when's the next time you're gonna do High Elf? Humans, Wizardmen, you know, whatever. And so, if I have shorter campaigns, I can make the turnaround a lot faster. You know, someone might only have to wait like 2 months max before I start another campaign with whatever their favorite faction is. But you know, if we were to do like several campaigns that were all to full completion, I'm just not going to have time to do the rest of the stuff. And so people are going to be sitting there watching the same faction for like, you know, if it's something that's 150 episodes, if I do one episode a day, there's 30 days in a month on average. That's literally 5 months of the same faction on release. So once again, I don't mind doing it if we have the viewership to support it, but that does hurt the diversity of different kinds of campaigns I can do. So, all right. Though, like I said, the viewership for this one has been pretty good. You know, we're still getting like 400 views per up until we turn like 25 pretty soon after it releases. That's pretty good for something this long.
Tempest incarnate.
Okay. So we're going to do...
grotesqueries.
What?
upgrade this. We can actually step up a little bit more, I believe.
Have this world.
Let's go to like right here, maybe. Just 25 to end camp, I
My
think.
destiny lies this way.
End camp. We'll put him back on his mount just in case. The biggest thing about the mount is that you get to ride up and cast fire spells on him and then run away. Most of the time. Get a little bit of initial hits in there. Okay. Going with that.
I am Slanesh's scion.
Could upgrade that, but I might just need to delete that building. We already have Mound of Blades, so I don't know. I need a lot of money. That's probably fine. And then we need this to be level 9.
For chaos!
I will destroy.
He can't build anything this turn. He has some growth, but we're kind of waiting on him to get up to level 9 as well. Although we could go ahead and grab this. Maybe we do grab this next turn. Or sometime soon, just for more money.
You dare?
Okay, and then do we want to get a mule? What can we mule in? Ooh, okay, we can use him to hand off. No. Okay, we're doing the super quest battle thing here in a second.
Avert your
So what do we? I don't know what we're facing with the quest battle. Probably want the dragon ogres. That'd round us off, give us some really good anti-large. I mean, we should beat any quest battle. I don't know, that one quest battle was really freaking rowdy.
You dare.
So maybe not.
Witness my beauty.
Okay, I guess. No, don't trade, just like right here. Right here, bro.
Moving farther.
Okay. I guess we just go with that. And come from all horde buildings?
A worthy choice.
I think that means his horde buildings, right? Not every horde building of every horde, surely.
For chaos.
Do we want to go for the 40,000? That feels a bit ambitious. I mean, we could. I think we just finish off God of Decadence here. Okay. And then we need to hire... Oh, we can only hire lords here. I forgot. And then we have to run them over there. How much? 10. I mean... Oh, hold on. We need to hire... I forgot. We need to hire stuff. So it's going to be 2 turns. Okay, so we need to chill. And we need to hire a bunch of stuff here. I forgot about that. Yeah, because we need to hand off these other units. And if we're going against Britonia, they're going to have a lot of large units. Now, does he get 25% off of...
My adoring hordes agree.
Okay, so we're going to have to hand off some units so that we can complete the hiring process here. Because these guys can't hire the Dragon Ogres. Okay, let me see his Dragon Ogre units. I think that includes Shoggoths. And then 10 melee attack for all Dragon Ogres. +2 capacity. Does he have anything over here for Dragon Ogres? I don't think he has anything that special. This is for Shoggoths. Now, are Shoggoths better than the normal ones? 20% weapon strength for giants. I think they probably are, but they are more expensive. Alright, so let's go ahead and hire those.
Handsome and beautiful.
Single entity units. I mean, let me look at them just real quick, compare them. Okay, so these guys are way more expensive. Hold on, 541. Let me look at this. Does he not get the discount on the...
The spoilers come.
Sorry, I need to figure this out real quick, though. Damn it. Okay. 693, 857.
What?
Dominance!
857, 54. Okay, so he only gets the discount on the normal Dragon Ogres, not the Shoggoths. Well, I guess we're getting normal Dragon Ogres then. Okay. Now, he can't hire this turn, but he also has the ability to hire more corn units, so we can get some more corn, which are 567. So, with Britonia, they are obviously going to have a bunch of large, though, so I think these are a pretty good bargain. I mean, they've been really nice so far. They do have low melee defense, so they're not amazing in the halberds, but Britonia doesn't have insane halberds. They have a lot of health. So, like, 2 of these, because he's already got 1. I think that's enough. Like, 3 total with these guys. That will dominate any horses if they have it.
Ready.
Especially if I have halberd backup. Okay, so we don't need to trade units then. We can just go ahead and hire 2 of these. We could get a 3rd one, but I feel like that's pushing it. Because we're going to be sieging a lot, and they're not that great in sieges. So I think that's fine. That's fine. 4 total Dragon Ogres with Kholek should be enough to crush large units. Okay. We got to watch our money, too. We don't want to go too crazy. Okay. Sorry, I just had to plan that out. All right. I think we're good. Did we look this turn? Okay, and I guess we're just not going to... we're not going to hire in the Chaos Cannons. I do want them, but it costs so much growth to get another Lord right now to mule them in. And I don't want to walk over there and spend several turns. I don't want to spend 2 turns hiring, because it has to be in that very specific region.
You reek of warpstone, gentleman.
What? Greetings. Insolence.
Okay. I think that's good. Wait, what happened?
Are you a god?
Wait, did somebody die? I just missed it? Did my little dude die? Did they focus him out? Oh no. No, there's a third one somewhere. Oh, did he get wounded? Okay, he got wounded. Alright. Little fallen homie, man. Alright.
Dominance.
Okay, I think we got a plan. Recruiting. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I know that was a lot of kind of back and forth, but this is a pretty important crossroads to figure out how I want to try to take on the map to optimize. I think Archaon's strong enough where he can fly solo, and then the other goon squad there. We've got a couple more horde buildings helping us with some money. And I think, you know, with a couple of dragon ogres and a good chunk of the Slanesh units, which we're also about to get a 5% discount on, a good chunk of the Slanesh units combined with like Chaos Warriors with halberds and our fire wizards leveling up pretty well. I think that little tandem right there should be strong enough. We're not strong enough to have like 3 fully independent, you know, strong armies. Yeah, there you go. Take it all, friend. We do have, I think we have military access with them. I just saw the little access button, so I hope we do. Is Kislev dead down there? I'm a little bit worried about Kappelberg, that I kind of sidestepped them, but God, I hope they can hold it down up there. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because Kislev doesn't count as an Empire faction. I figured this out because in Norska, I'm supposed to get like bonus sack money against Empire with the technology that I got, and we were not getting bonus sack money against Kislev, which is fine. I mean, we're gonna go kill Empire anyways, but I mean, I was like 99% sure they didn't count because you can't confederate with them when you're Empire. I wish they had their own identity. Some people were saying in like Warhammer 3, Kislev they might get like relocated or something. I do think that they need a human-esque type of faction in every Warhammer because the human faction is almost always one of the most popular in most RPG games. I mean, people said that about like Warcraft, that everyone is just lame, they want to pick humans like in vanilla Warcraft, but like part of that was also vanilla humans were really OP if you were a combat class because of the extra like weapon skill. I never really understood that much, but I've really thought about going back and doing classic WoW. Let me know what you think in the comments if you'd like to see me make that type of content. I'm just not sure. I know there'd probably be a market for it initially. I'm just thinking like long term, if people would like to tune in and watch me do some raids, that would be fun. But I just don't know how long that'll last. Like, is everyone really going to want to tune in and watch, like, Molten Core for 3 months or something while we progress? I mean, I guess Molten Core probably doesn't take that much progression, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be at least a couple of months because everyone has to get gear, you know? So it is fun to see if the gear drops and, you know, to be kind of a meter reader. But it's hard to get up there on those meters, too, when you got, like, 40 people... you know, in a raid. Obviously, the meters don't matter if you're just trying to progress, but like just as far as like something interesting and fun for viewers to watch, that's always, you know, kind of a fan favorite, is to see how much you can do on the meters. I would like to do healing also, and healing is even less like dependent on meters because you know, you don't want to be trying to snipe all the healing from other people if it's going to be very inefficient, potentially cause you to wipe. How much more? Okay, we need one more turn of this, so we're going to have to chill for one more turn with Archaon at least. These guys might be able to... Can we burn Alhart? Yeah, we can probably take out Alhart. Well...
Dominance!
Who are these grotesque creatures?
If I'm hiring and I hand off units, I'm pretty sure that it does not allow... Like, it'll take all my movement if I do that. I think. Okay, so I guess we just chill. Like, Archaon definitely has to chill. And I guess this guy can chill too. Just move him up a little bit more forward.
Forward
here.
unto slaughter.
And
I will acquiesce.
This mode.
Ready!
You can go to like right here.
Forward unto slaughter! This serves the dark powers!
Okay, so we've got this. Remember, we're keeping all these units for now because we're going to do that quest battle once we get the tier 5 unit for Archaon. So we got to wait one more turn, build this, then we can do the quest battle, then we hand off the units, and then we start going our separate ways, and then I can start hiring Chosen if I want those. Okay, Throg is ostensibly going to start doing some stuff over here. This has a few more turns. Public order's fine. Check one more time here. Let me just check that for accounts. I don't think anything else matters right now.
Greetings.
6,000.
No.
I don't care that, like, I mean, it's nice being their ally, but realistically, even if they aren't my ally, as long as they're taking the stuff, it's probably fine. Okay, Carl is creeping over here.
Not likely.
Not likely.
Okay, Archaon's gonna have to come over here and deal with that. Sorry, like, if I snort every now and then. It's like, I got, like, some allergies or something. I live in East Tennessee, and if you've never lived in that area, it's, like, probably the allergy capital of the United States. It's pretty close. My allergies aren't that bad, but it's, like, in a valley near where I live, surrounded by mountains, and there's a ton of, like, pollen, and, like, it's pretty diverse, I think, for a temperate climate. Okay. Like lots of deciduous trees, flowers, and things like that. It's really cool. Like, the nature around here is really awesome because it's relatively safe, which is crazy. Like, there's such good, like, mountains and hiking and stuff you can do, but there are virtually no dangerous animals. Like, it's extremely limited. Like, there's no grizzlies. The snakes we have are very rare. There's, like, rattlesnakes and copperheads, and realistically, like, I think if you get bit by one of those, you know, and you're anywhere close to civilization, you're gonna make it. You know, these aren't like the crazy African snakes or like Australian snakes that'll kill you in like 5 minutes or something if they bite you. Like, I think, I mean, people do die from those kinds of bites, but okay, yeah, Archaon's definitely gonna have to go over there and deal with that before they get to Middenheim. Can I restructure my army and get a strong enough army to beat them open field, though, if I hand off a bunch of units to other people? Okay, now he's going to take that also. Yeah. Take it all, buddy. But yeah, compared to a lot of other places, like the Rockies out west, you know, you've got... I think they have more dangerous snakes. They also have grizzlies. All we have are black bears around here. And they have more cats. Like, I think there are some, like, bobcats and things that can cause some problems, you know, here. But they're very rare on the main trails. There are wild boar. I think those are pretty rare, too, along a lot of trails. So there are definitely some dangerous animals. But, like, nothing compared to most places that have mountains in the world, I think. So it's really nice that it's really pretty here. You know, nature is relatively safe. The weather is pretty nice. I mean, it's one of the only places in the country where there's just virtually never crazy weather. Like, virtually no hurricanes, tornadoes, no blizzards, no wildfires, no heat waves and droughts. I mean, it's extremely insulated as far as, like, that goes. Everything's super cheap. I had someone saying, like, one of my friends from California was trying to price out a house, like, asking, you know, in this one place, and people were telling him, like, $350 a square foot or something like that. It was like a 1,600 square foot house with the land or something. It's going to be $1 million. I'm like, that is ridiculous. Around here, like, a nice house, like a pretty nice house is like $100 a square foot. And you can get decent houses for less than that. You probably get a decent house for like 70. No state income tax. I mean, I'm really big on East Tennessee. I think it's fantastic. The people are super friendly. Traffic is negligible. Like, there's some, but nowhere near as much compared to like large cities. Please don't start taking them. Okay, they defended, right? Yes. Let's go, Skaven. Hold the line, baby. Don't let them. It's not as, like, with Chaos, it's not as bad as Norska. Like, with Norska, if, like, Kislev or Empire, like, breaks the line and starts getting past your defenders here, your buddies that hold this property for you, then they can start getting up into Norska proper and taking out your towns, and that really hurts your economy a lot. But with Chaos, you take your buildings with you, so it doesn't matter as much if they get around the back, but it still is very nice if we keep that property. That helps me expedite sort of this campaign so we can actually end it at some point. The one place that I do need to protect is the Midland, like, super town. Alright, got one more Slanesh. Finish the Dragon Ogres. Okay, we can move, and then we have one more turn. So I think we're going to take a step over here, or take one swipe over here. These guys aren't going anywhere. I think the main armies are over here. How many armies do they have? Like 3 or 4 left? They might even only have 2 left. How is this looking? Okay. So who leveled up? Army here. Alright, training. And then, I think we...
Now the end times come.
Alright, let's roll over here.
It is decreed by me.
Alright,
Yes! Bring the storm! Onward to destruction!
I don't think
Moving.
anyone's gonna hit me here, hopefully. Don't want to take attrition.
Dark Prince wishes.
I mean, hell, since we're here, maybe we could get a couple of cannons. I mean, we're pretty close. Maybe we do just load up a couple of cannons here, since we're already so close with the Goon Squad, not with Archaon. Archaon's got to get down to business after this. Okay, boom. About to start breaking out them Chosen. Okay, and can we get money? I think we just get this. Yeah, we do lose the campaign movement range, but gotta get that money, man. Alright. Paper chasing. I like saying young kid stuff up in here. This makes me sound so old. It's great. Okay, guys, we're gonna be paper chasing today. 400, but minus 20% campaign movement. Immune to attrition, horde growth. I kind of don't want to be slow, though. Like, 10% is already enough. We're not that hard up for money yet. Maybe at some point, sometime soon, we'll think about it. Okay, so we're completing that building. Then we're going to have our quest battle next turn. We'll do that this episode, and then we'll probably call it a turn. And then we can dash up here, Midland, hire a couple of hell cannons, potentially. Throw them in this army. Maybe while we're at it, hire a couple of Khorne or Slanesh units. We don't need to go like crazy. I mean, I don't know, like stepping over here to deal with Bretonnia, that is a major faction. Like they are kind of in a weakened state, but still, like sieging Coron's not going to be a walk in the park, I assume. Now, whoa, why are they taking so much attrition? Oh, they're under siege from somebody. Who's fighting them?
By the light of the lady.
The Norskins might be all over them right now. Both of their towns are getting sieged. They are the number 2 strength rank on the map right now, though, so there's that. Alright. Pretty rich. We could go for Demonic Pact. That's greedy. That's real greedy. You can't no takesies backsies if we pull the trigger on that. That's gonna cost us a lot to upgrade this stuff. Aspiring Champion things, Chosen, Chaos Knights, Herald of Doom. I mean, the stuff's pretty good, but what's this, like 7, 10, 13? So I assume this would be 16 turns to level this up. Maybe. Are there any of these that are pretty good? It's not worth the extra upkeep, I don't think. Chaos Warrior. Extra money from raiding, but we don't raid that often. That's very good. Chosen Chaos Knight and Champions. Okay, extra capacity. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I think there's other stuff I can get. We can start grabbing this stuff too. Gives us 1 of each type of Chosen. So that's basically 4 Chosen total and a Chaos Knight if we want that. Okay, maybe we just go with these then. Get the Khorne, this one, to reduce the cost. That's what I'm mostly concerned with, is just reducing the cost on these people. Although bolstered attack is pretty good too. Let's go with that. Oh, maybe bolstered attack. Let's go with bolstered attack. Okay. It's all good. Okay, we can't hire anything else. We looked at diplomacy.
Darkness come. The men accuse it.
Why are they coming down on us? They don't like our treaties with Norska, but you're all tripping. Okay. Well. I don't remember what I was talking about, but just talking about random stuff here while we're just powering up for a few turns. Oh, about how awesome East Tennessee is. Yeah, so if y'all have never checked it out, I highly recommend go and check it out. You know, go for a hike in the Smokies. Knoxville's the big town around. Great university. A lot of friendly people there. There are several good universities in the area. Well, I mean, not like super highly ranked on the public, you know, ladder or whatever as far as like rankings for schools. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think the ranking matters that much most of the time unless it's an extremely high level school. Like if it's Harvard or something, yeah, it matters. But if it's like, okay, you know, University of whatever, University of Tennessee versus University of Oklahoma, and maybe, I don't know the exact rankings, maybe Oklahoma's like ranked, I don't know, 80th public university, and UT's like, I don't know, 75th or something. It's not going to matter that much, honestly. The thing that matters if you're kind of a young person, or if you're going back to get a degree, or if you have kids and you're thinking, you know, of sending them to college or whatever, the biggest thing is like looking at individual departments and individual people that they might be working with in their major. Okay, and I know sometimes if it's a freshman, it's hard to figure out exactly what you want to do. But even once you're there, like forming those mentorship relationships, that's the most important thing. It's the networking. And you'll hear that all the time in any profession, but it's the same in academia, right? It's getting those connections, right? It's, you know, you're going to a school for advertising or business or whatever. It's actually hanging out, you know, like working a little bit harder on those projects, like talking with your professors a little bit. Seeing, you know, asking around about internships early before everybody else does. You know, going to different kinds of conferences or different meetings, just anything you can go to sort of get your foot in the door, get some names out there, you know, just go socialize at a lot of events, talk to people a little bit, talk about your projects, do some research, you know, figure out stuff about the people that you know you're going to interact with. So if you're going to a certain university and you want to get a mentorship, you know, like, go under the wing of some, like, you know, big name person that's there, like, at least look up the kind of research that they do or what their professional experience is, and ideally, where's that Holy Communion? Okay, got it. Oh, okay, so he doesn't personally have to own that, it's just someone has to own it. That's interesting. No, dude, why? Ah, God. So annoying. Why do I have to send someone else up there? But yeah, just like figure out what the person does. You know, read an article that they've done, or like listen to a conference that they've given, or a talk that they've given somewhere. You know, just show that you're invested, that you're like doing your research, that you're interested in the topic. That you really, like, want to make it happen. Not this, that you're sitting there trying to get, like, you know, that you're just trying to, like, jump through the hoops, but that you're actually engaged, you're actually doing stuff. Okay. Well, we just did that. Let's see if we can move with somebody. Sometimes these things don't trigger until, like, end of turn, or if you move with somebody, maybe they trigger.
Unstoppable!
So let's see if we can walk up here and see if that's going to trigger it. I think we're going to have to wait till end of turn. Alright.
The storm of chaos gathers. Herald of the Tempest.
Wait, we can't hire normally? Why can't we hire? We have to be in camp to hire off of this? Are y'all kidding me? Y'all trolling?
Yes. Bring corruption. Yes. Forged in blood.
So anyways, like, you want to send your kid to a good school, but at the same time, like, I honestly, like, if you're thinking of sending your kid to somewhere that's like $40,000 a year, that especially is not like an Ivy League school, versus like a private school versus like a state school or something like that, you need to really look into that, because a lot of people don't understand like these different kinds of relationships and like what actually matters to professionalize.
I am Slanesh's scion.
There are some universities around here, they're okay, but isn't that right, Rory? But they'll charge you, you know, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 to go there. But really, their facilities, their faculty, all of that stuff is not any stronger than like one of the state schools that's around here.
I'll move.
Like University of Tennessee, in-state is it's like, I don't know, 11,000 or something in-state. Even out-of-state's probably like 20,000. I don't know for sure, but like half price, a third price is some of the private institutions, and it's just going to be way stronger. Way bigger libraries, way more grants, way more connections, bigger name professors. You pay a lot when you go to a private school for, I don't know, just the fact that it's a private school. So if it's like Harvard, Princeton, stuff like that, yeah, probably worth. But if it's like random private school, you know, questionable. Okay, let's see. Just saying,
This night,
you know, you don't necessarily need to spend more than you have to.
foolish mortal.
Okay, hopefully we get this quest battle here in a second. I mean, we can still go kill Carl if they don't give it to us, but... Oh, let me see. Can we hire...
Shirion's eye guides me.
We already have that tech that it was pointing to, Unholy Communion, so... we need to... Yay. Infernal Dominance. 8 armor and 4 melee defense is probably worth. For how much? 4 melee attack? Yeah, I think it's definitely worth. You doing what? What's the cold store? Oh. What do you think about sending Rory to a private school for $45,000 a year? Bye. My wife summed up her thoughts on that immediately. She said no. Alright, okay, we'll just hire this dude. We gotta send him up top anyways to get that quest battle, and then we'll put him with Kholek or something. I still think he's probably the best one, although obviously you don't want to like stack those. We could also get one of these guys, but we don't need multiple wizards. Like Kholek and the other guy are basically going to be one army for a while. Okay. What does the injured dude have? Hold on, let me see. I can't see what his specialty is. Hopefully it's not the same thing, because stacking... Well, I mean, I guess if it stacks, I'd take that deal twice. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we lose, or we win long fights. So I'm happy with making it go longer. Alright, let's just hire him. Infernal Dominance. Okay, there we go. Jeez, why does... like... They have to know that by the time you get to tier 5, it's going to be, I don't know, even if you rush it as fast as possible with this mod. Of course, it wasn't designed with the mod in mind. Like, it's going to be at least turn 40 or 50. Like, you're not going to be in that initial spot anymore. So it's a real pain in the butt. Actually, I don't want that. It's a real pain in the butt to have to go back. Okay. Well, maybe we won't get a fight. Have we? We already had one fight this episode. I guess that's not too bad if we don't get another one. Okay, he's already moved. He's moved.
Shirion's eye guides me.
And we gotta wait. But I want this army for that quest battle. Oh, that's such a pain in the butt. There's no way I can get anything up there faster than this dude running. Okay, I'm gonna mute it real quick and blow my nose. No, no, no. God bless. They're running it right up the middle on us. Dang it. They're going to run straight through and backdoor everything. He walked right there. He's like, nope. We see chaos sitting there. Okay, we should be able to run him down, I think, though. I mean, I guess we are stalled while we're waiting on this quest to complete anyways. Yeah, I don't own any... I can't own any property other than the main town, so I can't just hire a lord up there. That is one thing with Norsca. If they do ask you to do something weird like that, move a character to some random region, you can, you know, if you own a lot of Norsca up there, you can just hire something there. What is it, Sadie?
You dare!
How many turns is this going to take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns. Alright, at least the vampires are holding this for us.
Welcome, brothers of the dark. Never! No! For chaos! Yes! Bring the storm!
Do we just hire like 3 of these? Gore Beast Chariot. Those are kind of expensive. Can hire some corn. These are terrible on sieges too, and that's what we're going to be doing most of the time, so... We don't need a ton of these, like maybe just 2.
My adoring hordes agree. The gods direct me. Avert your eyes. I will acquiesce.
Okay, so we got to decide what we want to do here. Two hell cannons. Could go 1 corn. Now this stuff is going to fall off eventually, and that's going to increase our upkeep by 10%. And our income from Horde by 20%. So how much? Horde buildings are 10,000, so it's going to be 1,000 there. Or 1,200 there. Army upkeep's 13,000. So that's like 2,500 gold. Okay. I think maybe we just stick with them for now. We could also hire Slanesh. About the same price. Or we could get just some of these. I think the Slanesh are better. But, like, the halberds are nice. We don't need to hire it right now, though. I guess we're just chilling with these guys. Because we have to have this army. I think we have to have this army, like, ready to go. For the quest battle in 6 turns. Yeah, I don't want to goof around. And, like, end up losing the quest battle. Like, I could hand off half of this army, like, back over to them. And then just, like, run around with a smaller army, but... We gotta make sure we get these quest battles won. Because we need to do one with him, and then we need to hand off all these units to, like, Sigvald and have him do the quest battle. I think... 2 chosen with great weapons in his army. Okay, so we do need to put 2 in his army. Chaos Knight with a lance.
I am the chosen of the
So we need 12 turns before we can do that. The main guy doesn't have lances. Obviously, he doesn't count or it would have triggered it. Okay, so we need a lance one. This we can't get for one more turn. Okay, so we need a chaos with lance. We need 2 chosen. Now he can hire chosen now. How long do they take? Is it 2 or 3 turns? 3 turns. Ugh. I mean, they are really strong, so I guess that's fair, but... Okay, so we need at least 2 chosen with great weapons. We'll do that in a little bit.
Absolutely not. There'll be a reckoning.
Oh, they killed that other army. So he killed one of their units there, but then they just swarmed in, I think.
I'll ignore that. For chaos.
Okay, what do we need here? We need... I guess we could send Sigvald
The Dark Prince wishes.
over
Bring
here
my
just to get
mirror
some
shield.
experience as we kill some of this stuff. Maybe we can go partially down and then we can double back with Sigvald and Kholek and just like sweep through here. So we can, while we have to be together, we can all just kind of go together and kill this stuff, and then we can break off and have Archaon go down this way and then Sigvald and company turn and go that way. Since we're kind of trapped here for 6 turns. And we can still kill stuff. We can still be productive. We just have to all stay together. That's not a resolve. I need to speed up, like, animations here. Oh, crap. I forgot to see what we needed. I know I've gotten Slaanesh recently, so I guess we can just go for, I just looked and meant to see. I guess we can go for corn. Is that the correct answer? That's an okay answer. I think Nurgle was probably better, but... Alright.
Handsome and lethal.
2 turns on those cannons. Okay, they do have another army somewhere. But... Alright, well that's probably going to be it for this episode. We'll see what happens during this end turn. Sorry, I thought we were going to be able to either do the quest battle or do the, like a fight Carl or something, but Carl just, like, entered into the Skaven. What happened over here? Is that Musion or a burn? It's Musion, okay. Skaven still helping out, proving useful. Actually pushing back against Empire, so that's good. Hopefully they don't turn on me. If I hire that one thing, they're going to turn on me. Ooh, what? Oh. What is this black? Is that Kit? Okay, vampire count. So let's say Kislev better not be gaining control of that stuff. Okay, so all of those are just like pretty much the same colors. Okay. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it. We'll go ahead and kick it off with a fight here.
Absolutely not.
We might just auto-resolve this if they'll let us. I don't know. They'll probably make us fight it. But we'll mow them down. We'll put it at 3x speed. That's going to happen. Now, we are working our way up towards this place. We have about 5 turns left. Then we should have 2 quest battles. Hopefully we can do that next episode. Vampire counts are soaking up this stuff. They're not making a lot of headway against Empire, but at least they're filling in the gaps where we are attacking. So we are wearing them down. It looks like these guys were repelled off of the throne, as far as I can tell. Yeah, they're not getting in there. Ooh, Water Knight's Errant Foot. That must be a new unit. They're pretty good. We'll kill them. Grail Knights. How much anti-large? 20. Pretty good melee defense. They replenish. I think Dragon Ogres will beat them, but they do have some pretty nice stuff there. That'd be a spicy fight. Okay, these are... I haven't seen SFO, how they've modified Bretonnia. I know they changed a lot of stuff, so I'm just trying to see what we get into over here. I think we can beat this stuff. That is really fast. Those are just fodder. Yeah, I think we can beat these. What's the difference in these? Oh, they have more armor. Okay, and they don't... Okay, so they don't count as peasants. That's nice if you're playing as Bretonnia. But anyways, we'll get back in there next turn. So, thank you all very much. As always, I appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about any random stuff that we discussed, or, you know, what you think about the campaigns or what you'd like to see. And we'll see everybody next time. Have a great day.